We have the pop-top Rangeline, and ladder storage in the Rangeline is something I see a lot of people posting about. The ladder by default, they tell you to store it up here in the overhead, which it fits okay in the overhead. The awkward thing about that is it takes up most of the space of the overhead bin, but it doesn't use the space particularly well. It's kind of awkward to get in and out, and there's lots of wasted space above and below and to the side. So it's not a great place to be storing the ladder. And I'd like to look for a better place. Some other people have suggested in the back, in the garage area, or even in the bathroom. But I think I found a better place to store it, and I'll show you. Okay, here we are at the back of the Rangeline. And after trying out various spots for the ladder, what I found is that right back here, the ladder is just the perfect depth to come in inside the door frame. And this looks like a perfect spot to store the ladder. Unfortunately, this metal frame that they put on the door sticks out a little too far. Now, to be honest, although they advertise this as a feature, I've never been super happy with this. I mean, yeah, it gives a nice place to clip things on, but it sticks out about 2 inches, and honestly, that's just wasted space here. My idea is that if I pull this off the door frame, that'll give enough room for the ladder to be stored right there. Pulled the panel pretty easily here. It does look like there's some wiring here that we'll want to cover up, but I should be able to do that. Probably want to screw something in here. Otherwise the door looks just fine. Might want to put some more cargo netting or something slim across here. Another benefit of this is this panel is actually really heavy. Weighs about 20 pounds, so lighten the vehicle a bit, I guess. It is curious that the ladder fits very nicely on the curb side of the van, but it doesn't fit on the driver's side of the van. It looks like the cabinets are just a little bit longer, stick out a little bit farther on this side. What I got is some double-sided Velcro, just a roll of this stuff, pretty cheap. My plan is I'm actually just going to screw it into the back paneling here, then I'll be able to just loop around and Velcro the ladder in securely. And there we go. Secure and stored. There's plenty of room to store other stuff back here. For example, I have a small day pack which I frequently use on my hikes. And I think it will store very nicely right about there. So I've got a small coat hanger, black to match the finish back here, and I'll just attach it right at the top. perfect place to store it. And to maximize use of space, I'm going to do the same thing down here with just a little Velcro strap. For some hose. That's a pretty effective use of space, I think. And closes just fine. Gonna have to do something, maybe build a nice little shelf here. It goes into these screws, covers up these wires. As you can see with the ladder gone, there is a lot of usable storage space up here. It's probably one of the biggest storage spaces available in the van, and it's very accessible being right up front with the cab. So I'm pretty happy to not be using up the most valuable storage space with the ladder, which I probably won't be using that often.